In my time as an autism parent, I've learned so much about being a dad and have been exposed to many incredible people. For instance, the mother warrior autism mom. That experience led to a column I called "Mother Warriors Scare the Heck Out of Me" and Other Tales of an Autism Dad. The first time I ever heard the expression "Mother Warriors," I half expected to see a pink tank rolling down the street, or perhaps a platoon of women in designer fatigues with daisies sticking out of their rifle barrels. But then, after I let my out-of-control imagination subside, I was able to see the true strength and power of these ferociously focused females. Over the past few years since Mikey's diagnosis, I've experienced the phenomenon of the mother warrior autism mom and the oftentimes ignored autism dad. Being an autism dad is one of the most challenging things a man can experience and requires a life-altering transformation. The mother warriors I've come across transcend the traditional nurturing role of mommy to seize the warrior spirit that lets them become relentless in their drive to get whatever their child needs to thrive. The ironic thing is that the autism dad needs to shed his traditional male trait of being warrior-minded. No, the autism dad requires much more patience, tenderness, and love than the typical of a warrior. Instead, our battle needs to be against our natural inclinations. Let me pause for a minute to be clear about the need for patience. The patience I'm talking about is well beyond what most people would imagine. No, for those of us in the Autism Dads Club, I'm talking about the type of patience usually attributed to a saint. Saint Autism Dad needs to take a deep breath when his child throws his food on the floor for the 5th time in a row. He needs to turn the other cheek when his child's humming stim rivals that of 1,000 bees in his ear. He must speak softly and calmly when his actual urge is to scream and yell. I know your struggle, autism dads, but if we try hard enough, perhaps one day we'll all be canonized. Now, watching other warriors form a group or battle a school board shows the natural female ability to be organized and come together. Men really don't organize. When men organize, it usually turns into a political party, and we all know how successful they are. No, men just want to get to fixing things. How can we fix autism? Is there a tool for it? How about a little WD-40 or some duct tape? I learned early on as an autism dad that it's not about fixing. It's about giving. An autism dad has to give all of himself to his child. He can't hold back any attention, any compassion, any understanding, and most of all, any love. Not an easy task for most men who tend to hide their emotions. I was fortunate to learn how to be an autism dad because of the silver lining of a dark, dark cloud. I was unemployed for almost 2 straight years, right at the time when Mikey was diagnosed. I basically became that classic Michael Keaton character, Mr. Mom. I was able to spend an incredible amount of time with Mikey. We learned so much from each other during those tough times, and dedicating to myself to Mikey truly kept me from falling into a deep depression. My biggest smiles of the day were picking Mikey up from DEI, and then a little later in the day when my wife would walk in from work. My family was my foundation, and Mikey my inspiration. Being an autism dad has helped me to fine-tune the natural skills I had and to develop new skills that I never thought I'd need. For instance, taking Mikey to t-ball and soccer is second nature to me. I had waited my entire life to be a sports dad. But asking people for money while fundraising for an autism charity, well, that was so out of my comfort zone. The bottom line, though, is whether I'm helping Mikey throw a baseball or raising money for charity, it's all with the single focus of helping my child overcome autism. So my advice for new autism dads, or for dads who haven't quite figured out the whole approach to having an autistic child, is to embrace everything there is about your child and their special needs. Go to the doctor appointments, be a part of their therapy sessions, go to their schools, get involved with autism charities like YAP, Read about autism and be prepared for anything your child needs. Preparedness is the way to win a battle. Just ask a mother warrior. Thank you. I'd like to close tonight by reading my very first poem for the Autism Society from June 2011. This one is titled My Songbird Sings the Truth. And my apologies to Bob Marley. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Mikey sings as he runs down the hall with a big smile on his face. The sound is pure heaven to me, and I feel myself grinning from ear to ear. Bob Marley's song, Three Little Birds, is more commonly known from the line that Mikey has made so adorable. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. The song appears in a children's video that plays during one of Mikey's TV shows, and has fast become his favorite video to watch. As any parent of a child with autism can attest, any words that come out of your child's mouth are heartwarming miracles. Mikey started singing this song the other day, and at first it was just adorable and cute. But then after I listened closely and read the lyrics, I felt so uplifted and saw it as if Mikey was really speaking to me. Don't worry about a thing. When it comes to Mikey, my normal reaction is to worry about everything. I would do anything to help him with his autism, and I do everything I can to make him feel happy and loved. As I think of that line, I realize I need to stop worrying about the things I can't change. Rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun. One of the best sounds in the morning is to hear Mikey wake up singing. I can't think of a better way to start the day, and this line makes me remember to cherish that sound. Three little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Mikey is my little songbird. Most of the time his speech is littered with echolalia and gibberish, but it's those times, those sweet, sweet times, when he says a word or a phrase perfectly, or when he sings, those are the most pure melodies of truth I can ever hear. For every grunt or whine, there are those infrequent times of joy when I hear, I love you, and then all is right with the world. Saying, this is my message to you. I hear you speaking to me, Mikey. I do. My ears and my heart are wide open, and I can't wait until the day you can tell me every single thought in your head. I'll be forever listening to your sweet, sweet songs. Thank you for listening to me tonight. Please continue to support the Young Autism Program and enjoy the rest of the evening. Good night.